Most blockchains operate as isolated networks that can't communicate with each other. Bitcoin can't talk to Ethereum. Ethereum can't directly interact with Solana. This creates fragmentation, where value and information get trapped in separate ecosystems. Polkadot aims to solve this problem through blockchain interoperability, connecting multiple blockchains so they can share information and value seamlessly. In this video, I'll explain what Polkadot is, how its unique multi-chain architecture works, what parachains are, the DOT token's role, major projects in the ecosystem, criticisms and risks, and whether Polkadot deserves attention in your portfolio. Let's dive in. Polkadot is a Layer 0 blockchain protocol designed to connect multiple specialized blockchains into one unified network. Rather than one blockchain trying to do everything like Ethereum, Polkadot enables many blockchains to operate in parallel while sharing security and communicating with each other. Think of it as a blockchain of blockchains, or more accurately, a relay chain coordinating multiple execution chains, called Parachains. The architecture has several key components. The relay chain is Polkadot's heart, providing security and consensus for the entire network. It doesn't support smart contracts or applications directly. Its job is coordinating parachains and ensuring overall network security. Parachains are individual blockchains that connect to the relay chain. Each parachain can have its own design, governance, and functionality optimized for specific use cases. One parachain might focus on DeFi with fast transaction speeds. Another might prioritize privacy. A third might specialize in supply chain tracking. Bridges connect Polkadot to external blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. These allow value and data to flow between Polkadot's ecosystem and other major blockchain networks. Parathreads are similar to parachains, but use a pay-as-you-go model rather than securing a permanent slot. Projects that don't need constant connectivity can use parathreads more economically. Polkadot's creator is Gavin Wood, who co-founded Ethereum and wrote Ethereum's original technical specification. He left Ethereum to build Polkadot with lessons learned from Ethereum's development. The Web3 Foundation supports Polkadot's development, and Parity Technologies builds core infrastructure. This experienced team and institutional backing give Polkadot credibility. The relay chain uses nominated proof of stake for consensus. Validators stake Polkadot tokens and are responsible for validating blocks and maintaining network security. Nominators back validators with their stake, earning rewards while delegating the technical work. Collators maintain parachains by collecting transactions and producing blocks for validators to verify. This division of labor allows specialization and efficiency. Shared security is one of Polkadot's biggest innovations. When a parachain connects to Polkadot, it inherits the relay chain's security. Small projects don't need to bootstrap their own validator sets and security. They plug into Polkadot and immediately benefit from the entire network's security guarantees. This lowers barriers for new blockchains and prevents security fragmentation where hundreds of chains each have weak individual security. Cross-chain message passing enables parachains to communicate. A DeFi parachain can interact with a stablecoin parachain. An NFT marketplace parachain can connect to a gaming parachain. This composability creates network effects where parachains enhance each other's value. Developers can build specialized chains that leverage functionality from other parachains without recreating everything from scratch. Parachains connect to Polkadot through auctions. There are limited parachain slots available, currently 100 total, with plans to increase over time. Projects bid Polkadot's tokens to lease parachain slots for periods of roughly 2 years. The highest bidders win slots. This creates strong demand for parachain slots and gives the Polkadot's token significant utility. Projects typically run crowd loans where community members contribute Polkadot to help projects win auctions in exchange for the project's native tokens. Major parachains include Moonbeam, which provides Ethereum compatibility, allowing developers to deploy Ethereum applications on Polkadot. Akala focuses on DeFi infrastructure, including a decentralized stablecoin. Astar supports smart contracts and connects to multiple blockchains. Parallel Finance offers lending and staking. These and dozens of other parachains create a growing ecosystem with billions in total value locked. The Polkadot token serves multiple purposes in the ecosystem. It's used for governance, where token holders vote on network upgrades and parameter changes. Polkadot is staked by validators and nominators for network security and earning rewards. Polkadot is bonded to secure Parachain slots through auctions. This multifaceted utility creates demand for the token beyond pure speculation. Polkadot launched its mainnet in May 2020, but initially without Parachain functionality. The relay chain operated for over a year before the first Parachains went live in late 2021. This cautious, staged rollout reflects the technical complexity and desire to ensure security before activating advanced features. Development continues with regular upgrades adding functionality. Kusama is Polkadot's Canary network, essentially a faster-moving, experimental version where new features test before deploying to Polkadot. Kusama has real economic value with its own token KSM and its own parachains. It's not a testnet, but a live network with higher risk tolerance. Successful Kusama experiments graduate to Polkadot. This two-network approach allows innovation without risking Polkadot's stability. However, Polkadot faces significant criticisms and challenges. Complexity is a major barrier. Understanding relay chains, parachains, cross-chain messaging, and parachain auctions requires substantial technical knowledge. For developers, building on Polkadot using Substrate framework has a steeper learning curve than deploying contracts to Ethereum. This complexity slows adoption compared to simpler alternatives. The Parachain auction model creates high barriers to entry. Winning auctions requires millions of dollars worth of Polkadot. Small projects struggle to compete with well-funded teams. While crowd loans democratize participation somewhat, the system still favors projects with resources and established communities. Critics argue this centralizes the ecosystem around a few large players. Network effects lag behind Ethereum significantly. Ethereum has thousands of developers, massive liquidity, and established DeFi protocols. Polkadot's ecosystem is much smaller. Cross-chain functionality is valuable, but only if there are valuable chains to connect. Building the multi-chain vision takes time, and Ethereum Layer 2 solutions provide scalability without needing separate chains. Polkadot's tokenomics include inflation to pay staking rewards. The inflation rate adjusts based on how much Polkadot is staked, but it adds millions of tokens to circulation annually. This inflation dilutes holders who don't stake. While staking rewards offset this for participants, it creates selling pressure and questions about long-term value accrual. Governance is another challenge. On-chain governance, where token holders vote on everything, sounds democratic, but creates complexity and potential for plutocracy, where large holders dominate decisions. Low voter participation and the technical nature of proposals mean most holders don't actively govern. Whether Polkadot's governance scales effectively remains to be seen. Competition is intense from multiple directions. Cosmos offers a similar multi-chain vision with its own approach to interoperability. Avalanche subnets enable customizable chains. Ethereum Layer 2 rollups provide scaling while inheriting Ethereum's security. Polkadot must differentiate and deliver clear advantages to attract developers and users. Polkadot's development has been slower than some hoped. Years pass between mainnet launch and Parachain activation. Some promised features remain in development. The methodical approach prioritizes security and correctness over speed, which is defensible but means competitors move faster and capture market share. From an investment perspective, Polkadot represents a bet on the multi-chain future, where specialized blockchains interoperate rather than one blockchain doing everything. If this vision materializes, Polkadot's architecture positions it well. The experienced team, institutional backing, and technical innovation are strengths. However, execution risk is high. Building complex systems takes time. Adoption might not materialize if simpler alternatives win. Polkadot's price has been volatile like most cryptocurrencies. It reached all-time highs during the 2021 bull market, but crashed significantly in 2022. Recovery has been mixed. Token holders face inflation and must stake to maintain their percentage of supply. The Parachain auction model creates utility, but also creates sell pressure as projects liquidate raised Polkadot. For developers, Polkadot offers an interesting but challenging platform. Substrate enables building custom blockchains with flexibility Ethereum doesn't provide. Shared security reduces bootstrapping difficulty. Cross-chain capabilities open new possibilities. However, the complexity and smaller ecosystem compared to Ethereum make it a harder choice for most projects currently. My honest take is that Polkadot tackles a real problem with genuine technical innovation. Blockchain interoperability matters for a multi-chain future. The team's experience and thoughtful approach to architecture are impressive. However, complexity creates adoption barriers. The ecosystem remains much smaller than Ethereum, and whether the world needs specialized interconnected chains versus scaling monolithic chains through layer 2 solutions isn't settled. Polkadot is a long-term bet that might pay off significantly if the vision succeeds, but carries substantial execution and adoption risk. If you found this explanation helpful, make sure to subscribe. In the next video, I'll compare Cardano and Ethereum head-to-head, analyzing their different approaches and which might be better for different use cases. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.